Hey guys, Godzilla from Hell here, back with another moveset. We are moving on into the Hoenn starters now, and let's start with the first one. Obviously, we have Sceptile. Now, I'm going to be trying to do 2-3 movesets with each of these Pokemon from now on. A normal set, a setup-ish set, and a gimmicky set. Now, the gimmicky set may be useful, but it's not towards what you would look at its stats. So let's get right into the quote-unquote setup set. Give this a weakness policy with the ability on Burden. Go for Endure on the expected super effective move, so you can at least live it with 1 HP. After that, your Giga Drains will be doing a lot of damage, so you'll be able to Giga Drain a lot of that health back. If they come in with something that resists it, you have Dragon Pulse to hit most things. It's base 85 special attack with 100% accuracy, no additional effect, but that's okay. It makes up for it in good power and accuracy. Hidden Powered Fire to catch the basically any grass types that come in and steel types that come in to take your predicted Giga Drains. You can catch them off guard with a Hidden Powered Fire. Anything that is weak to this is going to be noticing it, especially after the ×2 from your weakness policy. EVs are relatively straightforward, nothing too tricky here. 252 special attack, 252 in speed. The nature, I prefer running a modest nature simply because you're already pretty quick with that base 120 maxed out. Even the neutral not neutral nature, the neutral nature isn't going to make too much of a difference, especially after you get the Unburdened. So if you can come in, endure on something that's a little bit slower than you, predict a super effective hit, weakness policy, Unburden, you are going to outspeed pretty much everything in the tier. You hit a ridiculous speed. I think it's, let's see, 676. That's nothing to scoff at. I don't think anything hits almost 700 speed in this tier with any set scarfed or anything. So you hit that, you get your crazy ridiculous speed. You hit about 700 in both special attack and speed in one turn, possibly. As far as I know, that is terrifying. So that's the more of a setup-y set. It's not pure setup, but it does require a turn to activate before it just shits on things. You can run, I think, Energy Ball. I think he gets it. I'm not entirely sure. Let's double check. Yeah, he does get Energy Ball. That is a definitely viable option for his first move. I prefer the Giga Drain so I can heal back the damage that I had to endure. The next set is the more straightforward attacking set. Give it a Life Orb, Overgrow to kind of take those hits if you have to. If you can't really take hits, Sceptile is not meant to take hits. It is very frail. But if you can, it's not a bad thing, because once you hit down to Overgrow range, your attacks are going to be doing a lot of damage. Give it Energy Ball for some good, reliable coverage. Leaf Storm for the last 2 raw if something needs to die hit. Really, you use this and then switch out, so it's kind of a risky play. They might predict you to switch out and predict your switch and go for something good. Kind of have to play around with Leaf Storm. Focus Blast is the one move I'm not liking on this set, but there's really nothing else. It's a good-ish coverage move. It hits the steel types fairly well, but other than that, it's just there in case you need to hit something that resists both Dragon and Leaf Storm, which would be the steel types. Dragon Pulse is again there just for some nice neutral coverage against a lot of things. I think the only Pokemon that would resist this set completely is a Togetic. Let me double check what tier this is in. I believe it's NU. Yeah, NU. Most starters end up in that NU-RU tier set. So yeah, I'm pretty certain Togetic's around this tier, and with an Eviolite, you aren't touching it. It's just the truth. This thing has no business being in on a Flying Fairy type, so you will get the hell out when you see that. The last set I'm going to go over is a gimmicky set in the sense that it's weird. Alright, I like this set. There's a couple things. I'm going to go kind of reverse Eevee's moves, ability, item, because it kind of works that there's more variables the further you go back. EVs are pretty straightforward. I guess you can have a lot of variables with these. Not too many, though. You want him fast, and you want him hitting hard. So I gave him a Jolly Nature to absolutely max out his speed at the 370 mark. Basically to take advantage of the substitute, which we're going to go over in a second. Like I said, moves next. HP you can play around with. You can give him a lot of HP. You can kind of not give him a lot of HP. I gave a fairly middle ground, so I could give a little bit more into his physical attack, which is a neutral nature. Now the reason this is a neutral nature is because of the moves, which we're going to get into now. Give him a substitute to basically drop down to the berry, and basically just, if you can predict a status move, go for the sub, go for Swords Dance on the next turn. You're going to be in a very dangerous position for the enemy team. Swords Dance is basically just there to max out your attack. Nothing special about that. It's a pretty standard move on any of these kind of Pokemon. Leaf Blade is a great... Let me repeat that. Leaf Blade is a great stab move. 90 base power, 100% accuracy, 24 PP, high crit ratio. You're going to be hitting things very hard after the Swords Dance. Body Slam is there to catch things off guard. Not really catching off guard, but keep the coverage going. You can run other things. Just looking at this, you have Crunch, Dragon Claw. Acrobatics could be a very useful one when you combine it with the item that we're using. Like I said, the last set is basically to catch things that resist Leaf Blade. Ability can be either Overgrow or Unburden. It's not really an issue which one. Both of them have their benefits. Unburden will make you fast as all hell, while Overgrow, when you do sub down to that range, you will be hitting very hard. Overgrow Leaf Blades off the one Swords Dance will put you at 284, or no, 284, 484 attack, which is a very respectable attack number. Overgrow, 484, Leaf Blade, not something most Pokemon want to take unless they have a good resistance. I think Torkoal, if he's in this tier, would be a good stop to this because it's so bulky, and with the Body Slam not going to be doing much, and he will be able to hit you very hard with a Flamethrower, Fire Blast, or Eruption. They are going to sting, and I don't think you're going to be able to do enough damage off of any attack to really cripple it to the point where Eruption will not be able to just tear through you. So watch out for anything like any bulky fire types. I know that's weird to say, but they will be a threat. The item again is where another variable kicks in. You can either run a Salac Berry to increase your speed by 1, and for the life of me I cannot find the berry that increases your attack. I apologize. I will find it hopefully and put it in the description or an annotation like over this as the other option. But those are the two options you can run for the berries. You increase your speed or attack. Now if you're running the attack berry, this is where Unburden would come in handy. If you're running the speed berry, this is where Overgrow could come in handy to increase your attack. So they kind of they complement each other in the fact that they boost up the other. So I will be trying to run this Sceptile set. It looks like a lot of fun. I can see it being very strange and gimmicky. I was actually told all my team was my NU team was a gimmick last night when I was recording, so it's gonna be fun. So thanks for watching. I'm Godzilla from Hell. Peace out.